drivers who are concerned about their financial condition and who place a higher importance on cost and utility than they do on performance and appearance have had a persistent preference for the tiny Chevrolet Aveo. This choice has been stable throughout time. For a considerable amount of time, this preference has been observed. From the time when the Aveo was first introduced to the general public in the early 2000s, these preferences have stayed unchanged. The Aveo was manufactured in the United States until the year 2026, when it is quite likely that production of the vehicle came to an end. Despite this, it continued to be constructed for a period of time in other nations, providing consumers who were looking for a basic automobile with a choice that was not only simple, but also cost-effective. In order to accomplish the purpose of this study, which will concentrate on the essentials, the characteristics of the Chevrolet Aveo, such as its pricing, features, performance, and design, will be investigated. Additionally, the fundamentals will be the primary focus of this evaluation. In spite of the fact that it does not have a particularly fashionable exterior, the Chevrolet Aveo is successful in achieving its objective of being a daily vehicle that is not only inexpensive, but also practical. The fact that it does not have a very appealing design does not change the fact that it is successful. If you have a design that is simplistic, has rounded edges, and has a low profile, it will be much simpler for you to navigate through crowded city streets and parking garages where there is a lot of traffic. This will make it easier for you to find your way around. Due to the fact that the car is relatively compact, it is a good option for driving through the streets of the city, where every inch counts. Because of this, it is an excellent pick. In spite of the fact that it is on the more compact side, the cabin of the Aveo is designed to function in a practical manner, making the most of the space that is available due to the fact that it is on the smaller side. Within the interior, there is a pervasive sense of thriftiness that can be noticed throughout. It is probable that this is due to the widespread usage of harsh plastics. Even if this is one of the aspects that contributes to the low price, it is probable that individuals who are searching for a lavish experience may not find this to be appealing. This is because the low price is a result of this factor. While this is one of the factors that contributes to the low price, there are other factors as well. Because of its responsive and nimble handling, the Aveo is remarkably easy to drive, despite the fact that it can be difficult to maneuver in areas with little space. In spite of the fact that it is difficult to steer in regions with a restricted amount of space, this is the case. The steering does not have the same level of precision and engagement as the steering of sportier or more costly sedans, despite the fact that it is easy to turn and quick to turn. Both of these characteristics are present. On the other hand, this is in spite of the fact that turning is a simple process. On the other hand, the Aveo is an excellent choice to take into consideration on the off chance that you drive about the neighborhood or occasionally travel on the highway. In order to provide credibility to the charge that Chevrolet advertised the Aveo as a more cost-effective option, there is sufficient data to support the accusations. This claim is supported by the logic that was presented. Among the new automobiles that are now on the market, the Aveo is one of the vehicles that can be purchased at rates that are more affordable in comparison to the pricing of other comparable automobiles. It is possible to get an Aveo for as little as $13,000. However, this price varies according on the year and the trim level. It is presently considered to be one of the new autos that are now available for purchase. The actual worth of a used Aveo is determined by a variety of factors, including the year, the mileage, and the condition of the vehicle. At the moment, the price of a high-quality used Aveo can range anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000, with the total price being determined by these factors. It is also possible for the price to change depending on the condition of the vehicle. It is an excellent option for motorists who do not require a great deal of bells and whistles, but yet want a car that is reliable due to the fact that it is reasonably priced, has an exceptional gas efficiency, and requires little maintenance. Due to the presence of these qualities, the Aveo is an excellent automobile option. In addition, the Aveo is a wonderful choice because it constantly earns outstanding gas mileage, which makes it a good alternative.